This is about a paid radio show that aired on Country Legends 88.5 FM in Jasper, Alabama. It featured Sheriff Nick Smith and his great grandfather, Charles Bishop, aka Mr. Burns. Now, Bishop starts the show by saying, "I'm paying the bills." And the host confirms this is a paid program. So let's be clear, this wasn't journalism. It was a campaign commercial that someone's grandpa funded. I'm Agent D. Baker, and this is Truth Recon. Roll clip one.
Tell him why I'm here. I'm paying the bills.
So there you go. Mr. Burns wants to make sure everybody knows who's paying the bills. Now, right out of the gate, Mr. Burns does what he does best: run his mouth. And he says, "I don't know if the new technology would have saved Tony Mitchell's life, but it may have because he was on drugs." And I'm going to stop that right there. I can't think of a more disrespectful statement to make for Tony Mitchell and his family. First off, there's no verified evidence that Tony Mitchell was even on drugs at that time. None. Tony Mitchell was not killed by addiction. He was killed by Walker County Sheriff's Office employees. That's factual information, not up for debate. But yet you still have Mr. Burns out here downplaying this and acting like it's Tony Mitchell's fault. What happened to him? It's ridiculous. He was killed inside that jail under Nick Smith's watch. Don't you dare sit there on a live radio show and blame Tony Mitchell for what was done to him. Come on. Then Nick Smith opens his mouth and proves he's just as out of touch as the fossil sitting next to him. He actually said, and he really said this: "I would put our jail in the top 15 in the state." Top 15. Top 15 in what? Lawsuits? No, you're probably number one. Deaths? You're top three at least. Cover ups? Number one. Indictments? Number one. So I don't know what he's talking about there. That jail is a disgrace, understaffed and full of corruption. There is nothing top about it except the number of headlines it's created. And then they start bragging about painting the jail like that's some sort of historical achievement. If I hear Nick Smith brag about painting that jail one more time, I may lose my mind. He has bragged about that more than anything else. Now, to his credit, that is the only good accomplishment he's had. But enough with we are tired of hearing about you painted the jail. Because painting the jail doesn't fix anything. You can't paint over corruption. You can't paint over abuse. You can repaint every single wall in that building, but it'll still reek of the failure until real accountability shows up, until you are out of office. Now, I will give old man Burns one thing, and that I agreed with him on, and Nick Smith as well. They are right when they say deputies shouldn't be making the same pay as the guy mowing the grass on the side of the road. The county commission absolutely needs to fix that immediately. It's ridiculous. You're stuck in 1970 thinking that all county employees should be paid the same across the board. That is ridiculous. It needs to be fixed, and that is 100% on the county commission. But paying deputies more will not fix a toxic command staff. You can't buy integrity. You can't pay your way out of corruption. Then Nick Smith decides to get philosophical about transparency. He says, people like to use the words transparency and accountability. Then he actually says, sometimes I see why elected officials are hesitant about being transparent. Seriously. That is him admitting he's not transparent. That is him admitting, I sit around and I think about, well, I know why I can't be transparent. I know why other places may not be transparent. Transparency isn't optional, Nick Smith, at all. It's part of the job. You don't get to choose if you're transparent or not. And the fact that you even said that shows exactly what kind of sheriff you are. And then he says, there are people foaming at the mouth watching this interview, waiting to spin my words into things I didn't say. No, Nick, nobody has to twist your words. Ever. You said them. All we have to do is play them back. If your words embarrass you, maybe you should stop lying instead of blaming the people holding you accountable. This entire interview was pathetic. It was a rich old man trying to protect his investment and a weak sheriff trying to protect his image. One line and the other bragging about paint and pretending it's progress. Walker County deserves better. The citizens deserve leaders who tell the truth, not a clown show sponsored by Grandpa Burns' retirement fund. Tony Mitchell didn't die because of technology. He died because of torture, straight up torture, and because people looked the other way, because leadership failed. I'm Agent D. Baker, and this is Truth Recon. The truth doesn't need permission, and it damn sure doesn't need to be paid for by Nick Smith's great, 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 great grandfather.